Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. That was the infamous Julvi with Darkest Darkling. Coming up next, we have Last Time on the Incorrigible Party. But one of the ones kind of pulls off his face covering, kind of, and kind of pushes his hood back. And his name is, he introduces himself. Hi, I'm Algra. If you guys just come with us, we can get you out of here. We can get you out of the city.
I hear Gozer's voice, and I perk up, remembering the circumstances of my last consciousness. And I run up to her and give her a big punch in the face.
Yeah, Falzarin speaks up and is like, "You two better settle down, or else I'll cast Fireball."
Okay,
Light us
Falzarin's
all
getting
up.
smacked now.
Actually, that knocks me down. Because I was at 2.
This is the inside of the building. So this hatch that they've kind of lifted in this tunnel comes out, and it's like this stone building. It looks like a barn. I mean, you can see directly as you come out of the hole there's this wagon. As you peer into the wagon, you see there are about 6 other people in the back of it.
Oh. What kind of
Yeah, are
people
we able to
these
recognize any of them?
people? Race? What do they look like?
Yeah, so you see they've been chained up, and there's 5 humans, and Bryn, you recognize somebody.
Oh, snap.
There's a tabaxi in the back of this wagon. No, in the back.
No.
Again, we'll insist, get in the back. And they, the 3 little guys each draw a dagger. And now this third hour has progressed, and Falzarin, you gasp awake, reviving one hit point. And now the IP with their rendition of The Adventure Continues. So now all 3 of you are awake. Or all 3 of you, all 4 of you are awake.
Bryn's basic thing is looking around like, hey, you don't know me.
So I
Well, the rest of the people in this wagon are cowering as far into this one corner away from you 4.
Okay, well,
as
I
they
look at the
possibly
humans and I
can.
say, you have nothing to worry about. Me and I go way back. He and I go way back. Me and I go way back,
And
too.
I look at him and say, "If she looks like she's gonna stab you, yell."
Go be fine, Shaft.
Hey,
Relax.
hey, Bryn. I can surmise that you might be a little bit good at this pick and lock kind of thing. You think you can stick your hand out there and use one of your little doodads there to pop that lock for us?
Yeah, I can try. You've chosen the right girl. I've done this before. Don't worry about it.
And I look back at the guys and go, "And while she's doing this, she can't stab you."
I don't even know what lockpicking would be under, but I do have a
dexterity.
thieves kit, and I have a burglar's pack.
Okay, so that means you can do me a sleight of hand.
Yeah.
And if you aren't already proficient in that skill, you can add your proficiency modifier because you are proficient in using the thieves' tools.
Well, I have a +5 in sleight of hand
Okay, so you're going to be adding a +5 to this.
to a
roll.
d20, correct?
Yep.
That would be 23.
All right, you kind of are fiddling around. It takes you a good 5 or 10 minutes of trying to jiggle this thing because you can't see it, of course.
Right.
And as you are doing this, you guys all hear the similar scraping sound of that manhole cover opening.
Oh, crap.
And then Bryn, as you're frantically, oh geez, as you're kind of getting a little frantic, and also you can hear the sound of footsteps coming around the wagon, around to the front of it, and someone is opening these large barn doors that were at the head of this wagon. And Bryn, as you frantically pop off the padlock and you swing the doors open.
Go, Gozer!
I say we roll for initiative right now. Let's get it poppin'.
What do we see?
Currently, from the back of the wagon, you just see the ladder hole, the hatch that you The Darklings led you up, and you kind of are again looking into the back of this barn. You all kind of file out of the wagon.
Yeah, is the hole
Yeah.
covered or is it open right now?
The hole's open.
Can I cover it?
Sure.
Didn't someone come out of it or no?
Are you all getting out of the wagon?
Yes,
Heck
we're
yes.
getting out of the wagon.
Okay, so move your guys out of the wagon. Position yourselves.
Leave Prince Charmington
on,
to die.
on the roll 20.
Where on the map here is the actual hole that they're coming out of?
It is that thing.
Underneath that table?
Yeah, basically treat that as the cover, and it's open.
Oh, okay.
Leland, can you move me?
Where? No, I can move him. But where do you want to go?
I would like to get out and not travel very. I want to be nowhere
Right there?
near any enemies.
Just
basically.
right there.
And preferably have some of you guys in between me.
We're still in this like building, correct, Leland?
Yeah, you're still in this barn, and so Gozer, as you move over to this cover, and you kind of get around, and Shaft, you guys have kind of moved around the side of this wagon. Peering to the front of it, you see Jolvi, and he has opened the barn doors. Still, it's still dark out, but there is still a bit of moon and starlight, especially so far from the city, and no other types of, light pollution or whatever.
Bryn.
But peering out of this,
Okay, sorry. I was gonna just clarify that Bryn hopped out and then she's perched on top of one of the rafters now.
okay, well, hold on a sec. Let me describe this, then I'll get you to do a check to climb up there.
Okay.
You can't just so the ceiling of this barn I didn't describe is like 30. It's like 30 feet up.
Oh, okay.
It's like a high peaked
You're gonna need it.
barn.
You're
So
gonna
you
need
will
it.
have to make a check.
Too
to go.
bad I have a ring of jumping.
Good. You'll be able to use it. But you guys peer.
Okay. Oh, dang it.
You see Jolvi coming up to meet 3 orcs.
You guys.
So Jolvi's not aware of our escape then.
No, he's not yet.
No,
But
not yet.
Shaft, one of these orcs, notices you around the side of the wagon, and he yells in Orcish, "What is this?" As Jolvi turns to look and see you guys have gotten out of the wagon. So, Bryn, you want to, as soon as you're out of the wagon, you're jumping, trying to climb up to these
to
rafters?
scale this wall that's like directly across from the backside of the wagon here. Yeah.
Okay,
So that I still have a visual of the entrance and exit.
right. Make me a acrobatics check.
That would be 14.
It's not quite enough to get up into the rafters, as you kind of jump and scramble as you slide back down.
How do I use this ring of jumping? I've never used it. Could I have tried that instead?
Yeah, absolutely. Did you write down what it did?
Yeah, but very
It allows you
brief.
to jump 30 feet straight up.
Yeah. I don't have
Holy
30
shit.
feet.
No, sorry,
I
I'm
don't
thinking
have
of the
30
boots.
feet written down. I have a long jump would be strength, minus running jump, and then for a high jump I have 3 plus strength. So I don't super know what that means.
So the ring allows you to cast the jump spell on yourself.
Okay.
And you need attunement for that too, right?
Yeah, I attuned to this.
Yeah, which she did.
we
she
all
did.
attuned in the cave.
Yeah, you guys all did that in the cave. That's right. So your jump distance is tripled until the spell ends.
That's what I thought. And I don't even know what my jump distance is.
So you're gonna do a high jump.
I would like to do a high jump. Jump up into a sneaky spot.
Okay, so to high jump, you leap into the air, number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. If you move at least 10 feet before the jump. So since your jump is tripled, it's going to be 9 plus your strength modifier.
I have 0 strength modifier,
So you can jump 9 feet into the air to get a running start.
Oh, that's it? Alright, well I guess I failed. So what did I get for doing rolling a 14?
Unsuccessful.
Yeah, you kind of scramble, but you did kind of climb up onto this stack of hay bales. You managed to
Okay,
scale up.
I see you.
So you are elevated 10 feet into the air on these hay bales.
Can I see over the wagon?
You can see over the wagon, yeah.
I could shoot
and
over the wagon. Okay.
You can see. You can't quite see Jolvi, but you can see the 3 orcs that are past him.
Okay, well I draw my bow and I crouch in waiting.
So they've seen Shaft. Shaft, would you like to? And he's yelled at Orcish. What the hell is
Did
this?
Gozer hear that?
The orcs did, but the Jolvi didn't, right?
Well, as this orc number 2 I have noted here sees you, he points, and Jolvi turns to look himself.
Okay, so I sort of get my hands up in the air, sort of look at him like, you know, don't put me in this position, Jovi. Why don't you just keep on moving? By the way, your barn door's open.
Jolvi just shakes his head, kind of not one for talking apparently, and unstraps his loot from his back and gets into a ready position. And let's roll initiative.
He's a bard?
He is a bard.
Jolvi is?
Got an 18 for Falzarin.
Ooh, sames.
How does that work if
23.
you tie? Wait, 23. How'd
You guys get to decide.
How'd you get
who goes
23?
first.
Oh, sorry. What do you add to your roll?
Dex.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So
21, baby.
I got 18.
22.
All right.
All right, hold on.
The
Why don't you guys
caboose.
keep your numbers all and I'll write them down as I ask you guys for them. Just let me get situated here.
So literally the first 3 are all over 20. That's crazy.
That's really that's really good initiative.
We're really ready to
We're ready for
ready
this,
to
damn
go
it.
after our short rest.
Except Falzarin is still at 1 hit point.
Oh,
I'm ready to
right.
rock.
Yeah, you might want to take an action and drink your health. first.
Yeah, you could.
I got some options.
Yay.
Like dying.
Like creating a new character.
You'll see.
Okay, sorry. So, above 20?
Yeah, so it's Shaft, Gozer, Bryn, Falzarin.
I need numbers, I don't need...
Okay, it's
Yeah,
23,
that's great for the
22,
party, but-
21, 18.
22 for Gozer.
Yeah.
22 for Gozer.
21 for Bryn.
21 for Bryn, 18
18
for
for
Falzarin.
Falzarin.
He's
You are mean.
trying to...
I let you stab Prince Charmington, goddammit.
It's just Bryn. He's in there slowly dying, and I love it.
God, you're terrible. You're gonna have to change your alignment.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Is that not a neutral thing to do? Even if he was like...
Yeah, that seems totally neutral. just stab people
But
and
he-
relish in them bleeding out.
I hate him. He's like my one person I wanted revenge against, other than Hank
What do you-
Applebee's, who I don't even know what happened. No one will tell me.
What do you think your alignment is in real life?
And
If you say neutral, I'm still scared.
it's probably... I don't know. It's definitely...
Well, you're a nurse, so it has to be
It's
somewhat
definitely
good.
chaotic good. Yeah. I save lives. Come on.
You're just making up for it in D&D.
Exactly. Come on, there's been all this talk about getting into character. I'm really trying this
You're
time.
role-playing.
I'm really trying.
Okay, it is Shaft up first.
Okay, so I have a question. How does the doors open? They swing out?
Yeah, they swing outwards, yeah.
Okay, so I am going 5, 10, 15, and I'm jumping back up into the trailer in the middle, into the wagon. And I'm going to pull both my rapiers out, and I'm going to ready my action, and I'm going to attack if I see any of them come around the wagon.
Okay. Oh, shit, there was something I forgot to do.
Uh-oh.
Something I wanted to do like 2 sessions ago.
Uh-oh, Biscuitios.
I wanted to give out some inspiration during the Hank battle. I should have done this last session, but so I want to get Gozer gets inspiration for completely ignoring Shaft's dying body. Because that's very
Staying in
very
character.
on point for Gozer's character, absolutely. And Bryn, I'm going to give you some inspiration because of the way you acted when you first saw Hank. And how
There you
taken
go.
aback and almost fearful that you roleplayed. That's excellent.
Okay, thank you. What do
So
we do with
both of you guys have inspiration.
Have I ever
Falzarin.
gotten it?
No, I think actually this is the first time I've ever given it out.
So what do we do with it?
So inspiration, you can choose to use it on any D20 roll that you make, and basically it just gives you advantage on that D20 roll.
Yeah, so you roll twice and you take the better
Where...
of the two,
Oh, so under this inspiration I just write one, and
just
that
put
means I
one.
have one to use. Okay.
Yeah, just give that box a tick. You can't have more than one thing of inspiration.
Don't try and save
Oh,
it
you
up.
can't save it up.
Use
Okay.
it.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, you got it. You use it.
Falzarin did get 2 killing blows on those guys. I mean,
That's okay.
Okay.
I've got plenty more up my sleeves.
It's like your first kills.
Gozer.
So I have a question. So, Did I get to put the lid back over this hole before the orc saw us?
Yeah, kind of as Shaft was moving around and kind of got into their sight and they were turning and saw him, you were in the motion of covering up this hole.
Okay.
So, but I mean, it's just like a hatch. Like you've put the cover over it, but like there's no way for you to really secure it unless you're going to try to put something like weight on it or something.
That was my next question. Is there anything for me to weight it down with?
You can try maybe moving one of these hay bales from the pile that Bryn is kind of settled upon.
If I do that, will it make her fall?
No.
Well, we'll have to see.
You could yell at Falzern to come over and stand on top of it.
What?
That won't do anything.
Falzern probably weighs more than one of these bales of hay.
Yeah,
If a hay bale is
Hay
my
bales
only
are
option, I'm
heavy.
just gonna...
I think I'm about 6 feet.
There's barrels over there. There's
Anyway.
barrels in this back room. She could go looking for something.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go looking
We
if
have
there's
time
orcs
for
over
that.
there wanting to kill
Okay,
us.
true. True enough. Alright, put Falzern on it.
Ask Falzern to stand on it. You don't put Falzern on.
Gozer doesn't ask. Gozer puts. Okay.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Nobody puts
As-
baby
I
on
say
the manhole.
Falzarin, and I point to the cover.
You want me to
Say-
stand on top of it and keep anyone from coming out?
Yes.
All right.
And then I'm going to run up along the wagon.
I don't
Okay.
know where the hole is to put Falzern on. That's the hole?
Yeah, that little. It kind of looks like a table. That's
Oh, that.
That's the opening.
I got
there,
it.
Yeah. Well, Falzern's not quite on there yet. He can act and move there on his turn.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay.
Pull out one of my hand axes.
Your magical one?
Oh, I do have a magical one. Yeah. My +1 hand axe of returning. And throw it. How far can I throw these things?
I believe the hand axe has a range of 30 feet.
Ow.
Jolvi is actually right in range.
Yeah, I was hoping to hit one of the orcs, but yeah, I'll hit him. I'm not a music lover. I'm critiquing his music playing.
Oh no, he'll be crushed. He's never had a bad review.
So I rolled an 11, and that's +6, so that is a 17.
That is a hit.
Whoa, hold on. Rolled my dice too far. That is 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And my hand axe comes back to me.
Yeah, and it flies, comes to fling it out, and Jolvi kind of moves his instrument out of his way to protect it as it kind of knocks him in the chest, and you just hold your hand out and it flies right back to you. So why don't you, before your turn ends, Gozer, give me a perception check.
I don't think I'm going to like what I perceive.
Slashes him in the sternum and then just sucks itself out. That's crazy.
19.
Okay, so you, like you said, you wanted to hit one of the orcs, so that's kind of where your attention first went to. You see that the bigger guy in the middle there, right behind Jolvi, you recognize him from your tribe, from the Ukshad tribe, and is flying the Ukshad colors that he's wearing. And you recognize him as Brunkluk, one of Clash's right-hand man.
You need to give him a nickname right away.
What's his initials?
Is it Glug Glug?
What are those?
I said we just call him
You can just call him B.
Glug Glug.
G?
B. It was B.
Blug.
Or B?
Blug Blug.
And the two orcs behind him, Gozer, you recognize their tribal colors as being from the Tuk Tuk tribe.
Okay.
And Bryn, you're up. So Bryn, if you you can clearly see all three of the orcs there, and you can kind of see Jolvi. If you want to attack Jolvi, he's going to have some cover on you, so it's going to be harder to hit him. And say he's got about half cover from where you are, and in relation to the angle over the wagon.
Okay. Gozer. Should I be trying to aim at the orcs? What do you want?
Hit the orc in front.
The orc in front? Okay. So, Bryn, without hesitation, with the arrow already loaded, takes a shot at the Glug Blug Blug. with her long bow.
What was that name again, Leland?
It was Bluk Bluk.
Bleh,
No,
bleh.
that wasn't even it. I don't even know what I did. That's what happens when I don't make names. I don't know why I don't have a list of names. Just like
It's all good.
His name is Blug from now on.
His name is Plug. That is perfect.
Oh my gosh. I rolled an 8.
Plus.
That I rolled a 5, so
Oh.
yeah.
So remember, Bryn, on your attacks, you're adding a +5 to them. That is still miss, but
I'm adding a plus
it's more
5?
because of your proficiency bonus. Remember, in the weapons you're using, you know how.
I
to use
didn't
them,
do
so
that
you
last time. Okay.
No, you weren't even close to hitting last time. Don't worry.
That's true. Well, I re-rolled a nat 20. Does that count?
What was your first roll?
5. So 10. But it still doesn't hit, so I'm sure it does.
No, Bryn. Okay, remember though, at 3rd level, your roguish archetype, you took the assassin
Yeah.
archetype.
Yes.
So you have assassinate starting at 3rd level. You are
I have
your
advantage.
deadliest when you get the drop on your enemies. Yes.
So my nat 20 counts. Woo!
No.
Isn't that what advantage means? I get to roll twice.
I'm just gonna have you re-roll the whole attack. Fine, just
Oh my
re-roll two d20s because they haven't taken a turn yet, right?
Just roll a 20
Both
again.
are 17s, I swear.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
that makes it 22 for each.
Oh yeah, that is a hit. And since you had advantage, you get your sneak attack damage.
So I get 2d6 and a d8.
+3, yeah.
18. Yeah, boy.
And your arrow kind of finds its way through his ring mail.
His what? His nipple ring?
No, he's wearing he's wearing like chainmail, like ring mail, right?
Oh, dude, I don't know D&D terms. I don't know what ring mail is.
Tears his nipple
But
ring.
you know
right
nipple
off.
ring really quick, don't you?
Just being dumb. I don't know what ring mail is.
It's the only armor he's wearing is nipple rings.
It's like
Protected
nipple
him
ring
for the
armor.
first 20 years of his life.
Covering his body. Alright.
He started with a nipple ring and it just grew.
Bullseye. Right on the nip.
Can you put a chain between the two? And then just down and up and around?
Okay. Okay, sorry.
Okay, Falzarin.
All right.
So Gozer's asked you to stand on this
Yeah.
cover.
So it looks to me like. Can you move me over there? So I can kind of see past the wagon, or no?
You
It
can.
doesn't really look like I got a great line of sight on anyone.
No, you can't, especially with Gozer in the way there.
So what I will do then, I'm gonna cast False Life.
What does that do? So, how low are you on spell slots there, Falzarin? Because you used quite a bit on that Hank fight a couple sessions ago.
Oh right.
You
So
didn't
I used,
get to
I used
rest.
Fog Cloud, which was one of my first level spell slots, and I have 4 total. And then I used Magic Missile twice, didn't I?
And one of them was at a 2nd level slot as well.
Oh dear.
Right.
Okay, so I have 2 and 1. So I've got my cantrips, 2 first level slots, and 1 second level slot.
Okay, cool.
So I'm going to cast False Life, which is a 2nd level or a 1st level spell. Lasts for an hour. I bolster myself with the necromantic facsimile of life. Gain 1d4 plus 4 temporary hit points for the duration. So do I roll 1d4 and then add 4 to it? Is that how that works?
That's right, yeah.
Great. So I have 5 additional temporary hit points.
Okay, so actually on your character sheet, there is a slot for temporary hit points specifically. So the way temporary hit points work is they last until a long rest. So once you rest, they're gone. You don't have them until they're gone. They're depleted, right? They basically last for your day, unless of course you take damage. So when you take damage, you reduce your temporary hit points first before your actual hit points. And the other thing is, which you may have thought of, temporary hit points do not stack. So if you were to cast False Life again, and say you rolled 8 temporary hit points,
Yeah.
you don't get to add 8 plus the 5 you have. You take the highest number of the 2. So you would then replace that 5 with an 8.
Okay.
Okay, just keep that in mind. You can't just like, oh, cast. Great, I have 30 temporary hit points. I'm good to go kind of thing.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so these orcs' turn. So these 2 guys that were flanking Brug. What do we call them? Brook.
Blug.
Blub blub. I think we decided blub blub.
So they kind of pull out great axes of their own as they approach Gozer, and they have what's called aggressive. So as a bonus action, they can move up to its speed toward a hostile creature that it can see. So bonus action, Gets right up to Gozer.
Did I mention I was raging?
You did not, and you did not say too brave, so you are not raging
You
right
did
now.
not say it. Oh.
Damn it!
So they can both be with the aggressive trait. They bonus action to get up to you, and they're each able to take a swing at you with their great axes.
Wasn't expecting that.
First one, 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, it hits.
Second one is 16 to hit.
Yeah, it hits too.
Okay. Ooh, wow, I rolled a 12 and a 1.
Ouch.
So take 14 slashing damage from both hits.
12 plus 1 is 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they add additional modifiers to their attacks.
I want to see proof.
So you rolled a 1. That's a critical miss, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No, on the damage dice.
Oh, okay.
Nice try, Shaft.
And then, so their turn's done. Now Brooke's gonna go.
Bruck.
And having just taken an arrow from this elf perched up on this stack
can
of
see
hay,
me?
he's gonna move.
Oh, dang it. I thought
You can see him, he can see you.
I thought he couldn't see me.
And again, he is also aggressive, so he'll use his bonus action to move as far as he can here.
Closer for me to hit.
You see that he's holding a spear, but actually he kind of starts making these arcane gestures that, of course, Falzarin recognizes as, you know, the movement, what's that? Somatic and verbal components of casting a spell here.
Yes, exactly.
As he casts spiritual weapon and creates a floating spectral spear that appears right next to Bryn.
A floating weapon right next to me?
Yeah. So I'm just going to use that as... I'll just use another copy of his token. And so the token with the little X on it is the spear, just because I'm not doing it. Okay, and unfortunately, though, he's already used his bonus action to move aggressively, so he can't use it to attack, but it just appears next to you, Bryn. And then underneath Falzarin, you hear banging, and you kind of lift up a couple inches as darklings underneath you are clearly trying to push up as you've covered this hole.
Okay, I'm gonna yell at the rest of them and be like, "Hey guys, they're trying to break through underneath me. I don't know how long I can hold them."
Got a little something going on here myself, sorry.
And back to Shaft.
I have a spiritual sword.
Okay, so I can't see any of them. How high is the top of the wagon? Can I jump up and pull myself up onto the top?
You, it's like, yeah, it's only about like 7 feet-ish. You could try to
So
jump up there.
If I sort of grab onto the door and grab onto the...
You want to try to scramble up this door?
Scramble
Sure.
up onto the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll
You
me
want-
an acrobatics.
Okay, I rolled a 19, so...
Okay, yeah, you're able to hoist yourself up there. And you know what? I'm gonna call that as your movement, though.
Okay. So I get up to the top, and on top, can I see Jovi from where I'm at?
Yes, yeah, you can.
Okay, so you said that was my whole movement.
That was 20 feet of your movement. I'm just gonna rule that as like difficult terrain, so it costs twice your movement, and you moved about 10 feet upwards, basically.
Okay, well I can move 5 more then, so I'm only 25 feet, and
Oh, right. Okay.
still be able to get an attack. So I'm going to use my my light crossbow and try to take a pot shot here at Jolvi.
Did Jovi ever attack us?
I actually completely skipped him in the
I was gonna
initial,
say, he didn't attack us while you were attacking him.
He locked us in the thing.
19 to hit.
Good point.
19 hits.
That's going to be 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my
Hunter's
hunter's
mark,
mark
there
to
you
mark.
go.
But I'm going to hunter's mark the orc.
Blub blub?
Which one? Yeah, the bigger one, the one that's cast the spiritual weapon, or there's 2 on Gozer that you can see.
I think I'm going to do the one that casts spiritual weapon.
Okay.
No, you want to help out your buddy Gozer, who's gonna die.
Yeah, I think I want to get rid of this magic user type foe too. Those
Fine,
guys will
the
help
old
you.
practical stuff.
I also remember when I was in desperate need of help.
You walked right by.
Actually, I don't remember that because I was unconscious.
I drug him along the tunnel
He's-
for a very long way.
He has his suspicions. We maybe told him.
Okay, so your attack on Jolvi triggered his readied action, as he is going to cast Charm Person, playing this beautiful melody out of his lute.
Isn't it called a flute?
It's a lute. It's like a medieval guitar.
I don't know. I don't know all these terms. Nipple rings and lutes and stuff. Come on.
Oh, I bet you know what a nipple ring
I
is.
mean,
You do nipple ring right off the bat.
I don't even remember what the name of the armor was, and you just said it 5 minutes ago.
So, Shaft, can you make me a wisdom saving throw? Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Bill.
And he is not an orc, right?
He is not, no. So the DC is 12 you need to beat.
Oh, I rolled a 12, so I'm good. I have a wisdom modifier of 0, but I still rolled a 12.
All right, good. So this melodic tune kind of washes over you, and you kind of shake your head and are not enraptured by its melody.
Although it is one of my favorites by Jolvi.
Yeah, I know. He knew it too, and that's why he chose that one.
Yeah. He's like, ooh.
Okay, Gozer.
I am now going to rage, but I'm also going to frenzy rage.
Okay, what the hell's that mean?
I get a bonus attack each turn.
Ah, right, using your bonus action.
Yep, so I'll get 2 attacks each turn.
And that's not the reckless one. The reckless one is the one that gives advantage for you and advantage to dudes, but that's the different one, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
It's different.
To blame!
So, to blame!
Couldn't wait for you to say it.
Oh my goodness, I wish I had a camera. I just rolled a 20.
Right. I'm just kidding.
I did. See, I'll show you. That's right. That's right.
I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah,
Oh
that-
yeah,
that
picking
clears
it up
up,
and
thank you.
showing me really proves your
Right
point.
there.
For all you at home. Oh man.
A critical hit.
Which guy are you smashing? I mean, it doesn't really matter. Neither of them have been touched.
One of them. The one on the left. How's that help? Is that good?
That's number 1.
Number 1.
So, I am raging and I critical hit it, and that means that I get,
a lot of damage.
because I critted, I get 2 d12s, but I think I get a third d12 for some reason.
Yeah, you have that relentless
Savage attack.
savage attack. That's it. As a half orc, right?
Yeah. So that, oh my god. 11 and 11 and
Dang.
4, so that's 25 plus
6.
5 is 30 points of damage.
Okay, as you bring your axe down, you split him from head to groin
And now I'm going to hit the other guy.
Get it.
with your bonus action.
Yes.
Gozer.
Do it.
Oh, I'm a little winded from that. I was a little unexpected on how hard I hit him, and that one's only a 10 to hit.
That is a miss. That's a miss. But he's... Okay, roll me another perception check.
But he's nervous as crap after that. Watching his
That is 15.
friend get split.
So as you're looking at him, this second orc that you've missed your second swing on, he looks like unfazed. And you kind of look at him, his eyes kind of have this glazed over look.
Like he's being mind controlled.
Possibly.
Ooh.
Bryn, you're up.
Okay. I have a question about how this all works. So you know how Shaft did like a saving throw for the magic type thing? With this sword, if it chooses to attack me, is that what I do?
No, it'll be the same as if someone is swinging at you with a sword. It'll be based off your armor class.
I was just wondering about this Fey ancestry where I get advantage on saving throws against magic. So I was just curious.
Yeah, so if Julvi targets you with something, that'll keep that in mind for sure.
Okay. Is that sword counting as something that's engaged? So like I'd have to disengage from it?
No, it will not take. It has no reaction because it's still controlled by Brooke, right? So it only acts on
And
his
it's
turn.
like
so.
I can shoot, even though it's kind of in my way there, I can still shoot blug blug.
Yeah, no, you're good. You can shoot unhindered. Yeah.
Okay. But he's not engaged in anyone else, so I don't get my sneak attack or anything. The sword's kind of in line of sight there. Okay,
Well, and you could even just shift forward a tiny smidge and really get a line of sight on him because like this this hay bale pile is like 10 by 10, right?
Okay, so I move down to the ground now, and I move about 10 feet from that sword. And you know what? Let's move 15 feet from that sword. And I take another shot at Bluck Bluck without my advantage.
I think that's the best name I've come up with yet. It's fun for the whole family to say.
8 plus 5, so I got max damage here, 13. Oh no, I gotta
You gotta roll
roll
to
for
hit
hitting.
first.
Dang it.
Yeah, you gotta
So
roll
then
a
I
hit
gotta
first.
re-roll. 20.
Yeah, you hit.
Yeah, okay. Can we count that previous 8?
I'm sorry, I don't recall what you
I rolled a 7, so that's not bad. 7 plus 5, 12.
rolled. So with your attack damage, remember, you only add your dexterity modifier, not your proficiency. So you're only adding a +3 to your damage.
Oh, 10.
Still good. Good hit. Falls are in.
All right. So straight ahead of me is Gozer, and then on the other side of Gozer is
Number 2.
Yeah, so there's only the one alive there, right? She split the first
Yeah.
one in half. So on the other side of Gozer is this orc.
And then to my right, on the other side of the wagon, is this sword.
That's Brooke. And then over here is Brooke's summoned spiritual spear.
How is his name turned into Brooke?
Brooke.
And it looks like I can't really see.
You can shoot. You have line of sight on Brooke for sure. You can shoot through like friendlies, so you can shoot past Bryn and
I'm
hit
thinking
Brooke
of
with the spell.
Julvi.
And Julie's still within
wagon.
Oh
range.
yeah,
of your
no, you definitely
The
cannot see
wagon's
Julvi.
obscuring my. Yeah. Okay.
He's within range.
Yeah, I'm gonna target the one that's beside Gozer. I'm gonna use Chromatic Orb, which is a first level spell. I'm gonna use my last second level spell slot.
Ooh, okay, so that ups the damage.
All right. Now I forgot all this time. I have Cap of Casting, which gives me +1 to ranged and melee spells. Like I haven't used a lot of ranged or melee spells, but anyway.
Yeah, so basically that makes your modifier a +5 as well, right?
Yeah.
So what? I believe you get to choose the damage type.
Yeah. Do I know anything about what orcs might be susceptible to?
Why don't you roll me a nature check? No, nature is wrong. Roll me a history check.
11 total.
You know, just being a humanoid, they don't have any particular like susceptibilities to damage types that you know of.
Okay. I will choose fire. I like fire. All right, so it's 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Okay. And then usually this would deal 3d8 damage, but it will now deal 4d8 damage. So 12 total.
You did 12 damage on 4d8. Oof.
Yeah, plus 1, so 13.
Yeah, because he rolled a 1 and a 2.
They were not great rolls. 13 total, sorry.
No, your cap of casting doesn't add +1 to your damage.
It says +1 to ranged spells.
Yeah, attack rolls. not
Oh,
damage.
sorry. Okay. Thought it was
So,
damage
so
rolls.
no, 12 total, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, 12 fire damage specifically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
How's he still alive?
he's still up. Can you all roll me a perception check, please?
18.
17. Falzer.
11.
12 for Bryn.
12.
All of you hear, even over the sound of this battle that has broken out in Shaft, the same scuttling noise that you heard about an hour or so ago on the roof of the barn directly above you.
This can't be good.
And next up is Julvi. My pal Julvi. What's Julvi gonna do?
Jovi's gonna have to play one of his other greatest hits to.
Magic Missile! Does Julie do Magic Missile?
Is that the song that Jovi knows? How does
Magic
Magic
Missile?
Missile go?
Magic missile! Magic missile! You sent a missile and it's made of magic!
That was pretty good.
That was alright. That hurt Julvi's throat a little
That
bit.
was alright.
So Julvi moves in closer into the barn, and he's gonna use his bonus action and plays a and tries to taunt Bryn.
No.
So, Bryn, can you make me a charisma saving throw?
That sounded like dueling banjos. I thought he had a
It
lute.
definitely did.
It's a magical lute. Shut up.
Do I add anything to it? If I don't have anything
You would add
that's- No, so 14.
You add your charisma bonus.
14. Plus
16.
16,
Total
sorry.
of 16.
Okay, 16 is a pass. You are good.
Okay.
And what he's also going to do for his main action, he's gonna on Shaft. He's gonna cast Shatter.
Oh no.
So my other question was, if
That
I
spells.
wouldn't have been a miss, I got to re-roll because I have advantage, right? He was doing magic on me.
It was not a magical effect, no.
What? What was it?
It was one of his bardic abilities. So it wasn't a spell or anything.
Did we already say he's a bard? Or...
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That'd be a fun character to play.
So, Shaft, can you make me a Constitution saving throw? Julvi plucks a single chord that reverberates, and a shattering, a loud clapping sound appears in a 10-foot radius around Shaft.
16.
And 16 is a success, so you will be taking half damage. So 16, so you take 8 thunder damage. Oh, and you know what? That actually also damages the wagon, which takes 16 more damage.
Not the wagon!
Not the wagon. Not the wagon full of innocent people.
Oh, yeah, there's people in there.
Let him burn.
Wow, Bryn. Jeez, begging for more inspiration there, are you?
It's just her feelings.
The last orc here is gonna just mad swing at Gozer with his great axe. It's all he's got. For 18 to hit.
Yeah, it's
4 slashing damage. Wow. Another 1 on a d12.
okay.
And now Brooke. No, not Chuck, not Cluck Cluck.
I said black black. It's not. There's a difference. Cluck cluck and black black.
He uses his bonus action to move the spectral spear right next to Bryn. And it stabs at the... Oh, that's only a 9 to hit.
Nope. Girl, bye.
And for his action, he's going to cast Resistance on himself. And then again, underneath you, Falzarin, you hear like the sound of like metal stabbing into wood as these darklings are underneath you trying to break through this cover. And from the front of the barn, you see crawling from the roof around the cover these 3 spider-looking things. So they have bodies of a spider and like a furry abdomen like thorax, but the long head and neck of like an eel with a mouth full of sharp piercing teeth as they're climbing, and they're like climbing on the roof and underneath the lip of the open door and up into the rafters, sticking to the walls.
Ew.
Yeah. Kind of gross.
Yeah, a little bit, but they're very small. They're like tiny, and they're just going to probably double move down, and they can make it just down to the ground here in front of Gozer and the last orc that they're fighting. And back to Shaft.
Okay, Shaft sort of puts his crossbow back on his back, pulls out his 2 rapiers, and I'm going to run and jump toward the guy that I put the hunter's mark on, the magic user guy, and I'm going to dive off to double attack that fella right there.
Make me an acrobatics check to avoid falling damage.
That's a 14.
Okay, so you're going to take 3 points of falling damage from this 15-foot drop. And you are good to continue your attack.
Okay, so I'm going to do my first attack. It is a 19 plus 6.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
1d8 plus 4. That is 6 points of damage plus a d6, plus another 5, so 11 points of damage.
You cut him out at the knees, and he slumps to the ground, dead.
Okay. Then I guess for my bonus action, I'm going to move my Hunter's Mark over to Jolvi.
What?
What do you mean?
That's ridiculous. Julvi's been nothing but a suitable host at by trying to entertain you guys.
Yeah, nothing but trying to charm us.
Honestly, to be honest, I really didn't like his last album.
He's sold out.
Everyone's
Well,
a critic.
Obviously, you haven't heard his latest EP, so. Okay, Gozer.
He can convince me in his last moments of life.
Oh, he'll try. He'll try. Gozer, you still have this orc on you, and now these little bug things.
The bug things aren't on me yet, right?
Nope. But you're on the ground, and you are able to get to next to one of them. Yeah.
I am going to. So for my frenzy, I can have my bonus attack as it has to be a melee attack. But so my first attack is going to be a ranged weapon attack, and I'm going to throw my hand axe at Jolby.
Ah, okay. Ranged attacks in close combat. Yeah, aiming a ranged attack is more difficult when a foe is next to you. When you make a ranged attack with a weapon, spell, or some other means, you have disadvantage on the attack roll if you are within 5 feet of a hostile creature who can see you and who isn't incapacitated. Does not specify whether or not it needs to be the one you are attacking. So you do have disadvantage against Jolty
Brutal.
with a ranged attack, yeah. I mean, you're currently engaged with 2 little dudes, so.
2.
Well, yeah, you're engaged with this orc and this little spider from where you moved to, right?
Yeah, well, I'm undoing that because if I can't attack Jolby without disadvantage, I'm not going to
Sure.
do that. Screw that. I'm just going to double axe to the back on this orc guy. And that is, I rolled an 18 plus 5 is 23.
Yep.
14 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hit him again, 21. And that is, that's only 6 points of damage.
After your first strike, his glossy, glazed look momentarily disappears, and he kind of looks surprised, and then your second swipe sinks into his skull and downs him.
Yeah, should have been wiser and not gotten charmed.
Savage.
Yeah, brutal. All right, Bryn.
Red.
So Ghost just killed the orc beside her.
Yeah.
We still got that magic wielding orc that's close to you with his magic sword.
Yes.
Bunch of guys underneath me. About to start piercing my feet.
Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of dash a few feet away from this stupid sword.
So you're moving about,
Or, like,
what,
walk
15,
or-
10 feet back into your right.
And take
Away from
another
the wagon.
shot at. That's a 12.
That's a miss.
Yeah, figured.
Thought he was dead. I thought you said he was.
I didn't kill him yet. Oh.
Shaft killed him.
Oh yeah, Shaft did kill that guy.
What?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
T.O.
I didn't get rid of the token.
Shaft, weren't you paying attention? You killed
Get
him.
rid of that sword too.
Okay, so
I was focused on Jolvi.
So you can seize Julvi. You can take that shot at Julvi instead.
Is Juvie engaged with someone else?
No, he's just there. There's no one around
I'm
him.
just looking for sneak attack. Alright.
You ain't getting it.
Okay, so 19 with Jovie for a hit.
That's a hit, yeah.
1d8. I rolled an 8. So to that I add
3.
3.
So 11.
nice.
Yep.
Nice hit.
All right, as you sink another arrow into Julvi. So after Bryn comes another one of these spider creatures crawling in from the ceiling, but this one is much larger.
I don't like these things.
So there's 4 total now.
Can you put a symbol on it so we know he's a
And-
big guy?
and 3 of them are over by Gozer on the to the left of the wagon, and then one of them is right in the doorway. Basically, is that what you're saying?
The one in the doorway is the big guy he
Big-
just put there.
Big bad boy.
Yeah, so the larger, I mean, it's still small, so it's like, it's Shaft size, but it's these other 3, the The first
you
three
keep
were
saying things like that, but
were
it's
tiny.
just not accurate.
It's it's pretty big for a spider thing.
So it's gonna climb down and basically drop down to the floor. Gonna make its own acrobatics check
Are
here.
they friendly?
So it's
And it's gonna slip and fall and die.
Yeah.
yeah, it breaks a leg.
Get it.
Drops down and it kind of looks at Shaft. Shaft, can you make me another wisdom saving throw?
I really don't like
Can
these
you explain
things.
what, like, when we
14.
make a wisdom check or a perception
14
check
passes.
versus a saving throw? What is the difference between a check and a saving throw?
Basically, the only difference is the modifier you may add to it. Whereas you may be proficient in,
I see.
say, perception skill, but not proficient in a wisdom saving throw, which still uses the wisdom modifier, but you may not be proficient.
Why
in
would a
both.
certain context force us to use one versus the other? If something's being directed at us negatively, then we use a saving throw.
Yeah, exactly. You make a saving throw against like an enemy spell or some type of environmental effect or something. I think generally the skill is something that you as a player are choosing to do, and when you're making a saving throw, it's something that is happening to you that you're trying to avoid the negative effects of.
Yeah.
All right, so again, Shaft, you've been the target of this fog over your mind kind of settles, and you are again able to shake off the effects of whatever this thing was trying to do to you.
And this is Jolvi again that was trying
No,
to...
this was the spider with the eel head that was trying to do that.
Oh, okay. And I'm aware that creature is trying to do something to me mentally.
Yes, yeah.
Would I have seen anything like this before?
I mean, you guys, I suppose you could all roll me a perception. Now that you've seen a couple different variations of these things.
21.
19 for Bryn.
12 for Fall.
None of you have ever seen anything like these creatures. I mean, you understand the parts that, like their physical characteristics, but this combination, these are wholly unfamiliar to all of you. Okay, so after this little guy, out of the back of the wagon comes stumbling Prince Charmington III.
How did he get it?
Hand clasped to his guts as he's finally been able to muster up the strength to get his body up and moving. Can you guys see this token's name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And
Hence
he's wielding.
Charmington.
Prince Charming.
Oh, it is Pince. Well,
Prince Charming.
Bryn stabbed the R out of him.
Stabbed him right in the R.
And he's wielding his own rapier, which he's recovered from the sack of confiscated items that neither of you decided to look at in the back of this wagon.
Brilliant.
Nah.
And stabs at Bryn for a 17 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Hits you for 6 piercing damage. As he, ha! This is for everything that you've wronged me.
Everything I've wronged you?
Now.
He still doesn't
Falzarin.
He still doesn't understand.
All right.
See, people don't like it when you try to murder them.
Well, I really tried to do it in one blow and thought it would finish him. I went for the liver, okay? It's a very vascular organ.
So, you should have hit the spleen.
It's true.
You guys are scary.
Nurse jokes.
Nurse jokes.
Julvi is uninjured, right?
No, I
Yeah.
hit him.
You hit him.
I
Okay.
think he's been hit.
I hit him once in the very beginning.
Yeah. Okay.
I hit him for like 12.
Well, Prince Charmington is the closest to me, and I'm not excited about him taking out one of our party members, so I'm going to target him.
With?
I'm going to use Ray of Frost.
Yeah, that's true. I think you were still unconscious when Bryn stabbed him.
True that.
Yeah, I think I probably would have noticed when I woke up and looked around, got a quick view of
Well,
what's
you
going
noticed that the other people looked like they had been hurt for sure, but you have no way of knowing that Bryn was the one that stabbed.
I think one of the
Is
humans.
contributed to one of
on. Right.
Prince
I wouldn't have
Charmington's
known
stab
Bryn-
holes.
Bryn did it.
One of the humans
that's
probably
right.
told him. That,
So,
But he is playing stabby with her right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Exactly, right, exactly.
So, Ray of Frost.
Stabby, stabby.
Okay.
That is a 16 to hit.
That is a hit.
Suck on that,
1d8
Prince
cold
Charming.
damage. So 5.
Your blast of ice washes over him with 5 cold damage, and he just stiffens as this layer of frost covers him, and he just tips over slowly and falls to the ground.
That's what cats do when they get cold.
They just stiffen and tip over.
Yeah.
Okay, all the orcs are dead. So now again, still from under you, Falzarin, you hear this stabbing and this yelling, and a dagger blade stabs up through this cover, like right next to one of your feet.
Am I able to hear anything that they're saying? Does it sound like these are Darklings?
They're speaking in Sylvan.
Okay, so I'm going to assume they're Darklings.
And then finally, these little tiny spider guys
Oh,
advance on Gozer and surround her.
I didn't do anything to them.
And they're gonna try to bite you.
Quick question, is Prince Charmington dead?
He looks very dead, yeah.
Because he's still on the map, so there's...
So for the bites, we got 2 16s and a modified 20.
If these little bugs are what take me down, I'm gonna be so mad.
And they all hit?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's still piercing. You still take half damage. So 4, 6. So 8 piercing damage plus 14 poison damage.
Oh,
Gozer's down.
You okay? You still can make me a Constitution check though, or a saving throw.
It's 15.
Okay, you pass. So you're down, but you're not poisoned.
So I take the 14 damage from the poison still, though.
Yeah, you take the poison, the damage type, but you're not poison status effect.
I was fine till the poison got me.
And that's our show. Our intro and outro music was created by Josh Jarvis. For your own musical inquiries, contact jamesmercymusic@gmail.com. All other music and ambient noise is courtesy of tabletopaudio.com. The Incorrigible Party is sponsored by Critical Hit Design. Visit criticalhitdesign.com for all of your graphic design needs. You can find more info on the characters and world at incorrigibleparty.com. Enjoying the show? Have any questions or rules corrections? Email us, contact@incorrigibleparty.com, or reach out on social media. The Incorrigible Party on Facebook and Instagram, @IncorrigiblePar on Twitter, using the hashtag AfterPartyIP for a shout out during our behind the screen after party episodes that drop every 4th release. Happy adventuring!